In this session, we will discuss about activity lifecycle for second scenario, that is when a pop-up box comes on top of your screen, how does activity lifecycle methods will be affected. Let us say user has launched your screen, which looks like this. We know that when user launches your screen, Android will call three lifecycle methods. Those are onCreate, onStart, onResume sequentially, and after calling onResume, your activity is set to be in the foreground state or running state, which means currently user is looking at your screen. At this point of time, let us say user's phone battery is draining out. So automatically, when user's phone battery is draining out, Android system will display a pop-up message on your screen saying a battery is draining out, close your application. That pop-up box will look like this with a message, attention, battery is draining, and close your application with one button OK. Now, when this pop-up message is displayed, this pop-up box can also be called as, in Android terminology, dialog boxes. When this dialog box is displayed on your screen, automatically user's focus will automatically move from your activity to this pop-up message, which means either intentionally or unintentionally user's focus has moved from your activity to pop-up message. Now at this point of time, your screen is not on top. Currently dialog box is on top of every other screen. In order to indicate that your screen is no more on the top, currently your screen is in onResume, that is in the foreground state or running state. Since your activity is no more on the top, in order to indicate this, Android operating system will call onPause method on your activity. Once onPause method is called, your activity is set to be in the paused state. Paused state means your screen is no more on the top. Remember, while explaining activity lifecycle method, I told that onPause method will be called as an indication that user has moved away from your screen to different screen. In this situation, user's focus has moved from your current screen to pop-up message. Now after reading this pop-up message information, now let us say user want to go back to your screen. So what user will do? User will close this dialog box either by pressing back button, which is available on your phone, or else by pressing OK button. So once either back button or OK button is pressed, automatically this dialog box or pop-up box will disappear and automatically your activity will be resumed. That's why when I was drawing activity lifecycle, there was one arrow mark going from onPause to onResume. So this is a scenario. This is a scenario where control will go back from onPause method to onResume method. After calling onResume method, again your screen will be visible to user and again your screen will come to foreground state. I hope you understood this scenario. I repeat, when user is looking at your screen, when a pop-up message comes, automatically Android OS will call onPause method, and when user closes the dialog box, automatically control will go from onPause to onResume method and again your screen will be visible to user. Now an important point here, when a dialog box is displayed on top of your screen, remember only onPause method will be called, onStop method will not be called. I will explain you the reason. OnStop will be called only if your screen is completely invisible to user. But here if you observe this picture, when a pop-up message is displayed on top of your screen, still your screen is partially visible in the background, which means even this portion of your screen is still visible and this portion of your screen is still visible. So since your screen is not completely invisible, onStop will not be called. Only onPause method will be called. Now let me cover two more important scenarios. Let us say user is interacting with your screen. At this point of time, Android OS has called onCreate method, onStart method and onResume method. Now let us say at this point of time, a transparent screen comes on top of your current screen. Tell me what are the life cycle methods that will be called on your current screen, not on the new transparent screen. When a new transparent screen comes on top of your screen, obviously user's control or user is moving away from your current screen to new screen. To indicate that, definitely in that scenario also on pause method will be called. Now tell me whether on stop method will be called? No. Remember, on stop will be called only if your current screen is completely invisible. Have you ever observed when a transparent screen comes on top of your screen, since new screen is transparent, still you can see the background old screen. That means your background screen is partially visible, so on stop method will not be called. I will make this as scenario 3. Even in this case also on pause method will be called. Again, when user presses back button on the newly displayed transparent screen, again your old screen will be resumed. So again from on pause it will come back to on resume, and again your old screen will be visible to user, and again it will be moved to running state. So these are the two scenarios where on pause will be called. Along with these two scenarios, there is one more scenario, pressing power button. Can you tell me what all the life cycle methods will be called when user presses power button to turn off phone LCD? When user presses power button, that means user is no more interested on your screen. User wanted to move away from your screen. Since user is moving away from your screen, obviously from on resume Android OS will call on pause. Now if you observe carefully, when user turns off LCD, your current screen is completely invisible or partially invisible. When user turns off LCD, obviously your screen will become blank screen. So your current screen is completely invisible. As per our previous sessions, if your screen is completely invisible, Android OS should also call on stop method. But that is exceptional case. Only in the case of pressing power button, it will not call on stop method. I repeat, this is exceptional case. When user presses power button, when LCD goes off, only on pause method will be called. On stop method will not be called. Again, when user presses LCD button to turn on the screen, again when user sees your screen, automatically control will go from on pause method to on resume method, and again your screen will be visible to user, and again your activity will come back to running state or foreground state. The reason for not calling on stop method for power button, it's very simple. Your screen LCD will be turned off and turned on very frequently. Since this event happens very frequently, calling too many methods will decrease application performance. To avoid this, Android system will call only on pause method, and when user turns on LCD, again it will go back to on resume method. I hope you understood these scenarios. I am mentioning scenario 4 also here. For LCD off also, life cycle methods is same as above.